Thank you. They're non-reflective, so I just want to start with our first performer. We have some wonderful comedians here tonight. She just finished a pilot called Denise Munro, My Life and Crimes. She's a screenwriter, a playwright, a vegetarian, and in her spare time, a political activist. Please welcome the quirky humor of Denise Munro.
When I was in high school, I wanted to be a feminist, but my boyfriend wouldn't let me. A lot of feminists are opposed to strippers. Now, I like strippers. Male strippers, okay. This is my fantasy, okay? I want to see a guy slowly and seductively showing me his feelings. One feeling at a time. I know what my problem is, you know. I want to save the world. Then I thought, how arrogant that I think I can save the world when I can't even make a salad. I buy lettuce in a bag. It's the 90s, we're in a hurry, right? You know, I got pet insurance. Yeah, for my cat. And then I got sick and I realized, wait a minute, my cat has insurance and I don't. So you know what I did? I took his card. I went to the doctor, I go, yeah, I'm Fluffy. Well, Fluffy, the last time you were here, you had hairballs. My cat does have hairballs. Actually, I used to wake up in the morning and find hairballs on my pillow. That didn't bother me so much. What really bothered me was while I was sleeping peacefully with my eyes closed, maybe a little smile on my face, my cat was leaning over me going, ah, ah. And he scratches and bites me all the time, and I asked the vet about it, and she goes, it's just a sign of affection. And just then a guy came and socked her in the eye, she goes, and that's my husband. I live in a beautiful, old, historical neighborhood, and they're tearing down all the buildings. And my building may be next, so I got a bunch of neighbors together, and we went to see my city councilman, and he's a little out of it, you know. He's wearing a Henry VIII costume, and he's eating a leg of mutton. And I said, please help me save my neighborhood. And he said, well, do you own or rent? I said, well, I rent. He said, I'm sorry, renters don't count. Yeah, so I got so upset. I got home. I got on my knees. I said a prayer. Dear God, please help me save my neighborhood. And a voice came from above. Denise? Yes? Do you own or rent? The good thing is, though, there's construction workers in front of my house all the time. Yeah, they're always whistling at me. If I look really good, they whistle. But if I look awful, they whistle. And I don't mind because it's the only unconditional love I've ever known. I used to be much worse. I used to be very insecure. I used to see a beautiful woman walking down the street, and I'd see her, and I'd think, if my boyfriend saw her, he'd want to sleep with her. And I'd get so mad, I'd go right home, and I'd smack him. I'd say, how much of this do you think I can take? He was pretty great. We were having problems. We were in couples counseling. And he told me he had this fear that I was going to spend the night too much, and if I spent the night too much, eventually I'd want to move in, then I'd want to change things, then I'd want to change him, then I'd inhabit his soul, and he'd have to become a vegetarian, start wearing a dress, and people start calling him Denise. How did he know? That was my plan, yeah. He was a great guy. His name was Stanley, and I met him at a dating service called No Expectations. He told me that when we had sex, he used to fantasize that I'm the supermodel, Claudia Schiffer. I said, that's okay, because that's my fantasy, too. Claudia, you know Claudia Schiffer? Claudia Schiffer? Ah! She has a calendar out, Claudia, at the beach. Well, I have my own calendar out. January. Here's Denise staring in the mirror, watching herself age. February. Here's Denise watching the 6 o'clock news. March. Here's Denise waiting for the phone to ring. I used to always wait for the phone to ring. You know what I wish? I wish our lovers treated us like apartments. They'd have to give us 30 days notice before they left us, and they'd have to leave us in the same condition they found us in. Thank you very much. I'm Claudia Schiffer. Oh, I mean Denise Munro. Oh.
This is just the beginning, so forget the part cheesy, because there's an entire girls' night out waiting for when we return. Denise Munro.